Hi friends, thank you for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today we'll be making a mini junk journal with some fun interactive pages. So for this one, and for the one I'm making today, I used the French Country Stack paper pad here, and I actually found this at a garage sale. So it has some glittery accents on some of the pages, and you can probably see from my cover some of the glitter and sheen there. So this is just a piece that I sort of collaged and I made that my cover. And then I added some of this beautiful trim to the side. So the whole journal measures 4 by 7, but you could really make this whatever height you want it to be. There is a top loading pocket. So for my inserts, or for some of them at least, I just put a piece of paper so that I can kind of just decorate them and journal on them as I go. But such a pretty image here on the front. I love that. So let's go ahead and flip through this. This is just like a little flap that I turned into a pocket. And I added a butterfly and a sticker here. It says, "Be you bravely." But I just put a tag in there. Again, I'm just gonna decorate these as I go. But you can flip that, and I have just a sheet for writing space. Added a sticker up top there. And then this is where the little pull-out page is. So you can pull this out. I added some coffee dyed paper. This is just a vellum side pocket. And I just stuck one of these little sheets in here from Temu. And we can close that back up. And over here, I just have a tag and a beautiful flower to decorate. There's another top loading pocket here. So I just stuck another one of my little papers in there for now. And now it doesn't want to go back in. Okay, there we go. That took me like 10 tries. Moving right along though. I just have a guest check over here, and I added another sticker. I've got another vellum pocket and added this gold foiled ephemera piece. And there's just a little tag in there. And this does flip over as well. More gorgeous paper, right? But I just have this sheet here and another sticker. And then you can also pull this whole page out too. So just more coffee dyed paper and another little Temu sheet. But there's tons of space here for some photos or journaling. You can do all sorts of memory keeping, maybe for a shorter trip, like a weekend getaway. There's the back there, but that's what we're going to be making today. So go ahead and grab some paper and we can create one of these journals together. So let's start with our cover piece. You just want to grab a sheet of paper that's 10 inches across by 7 inches tall. And this one, I'm just going to flip over just so you can see where I am scoring, but we're just going to hold it at the 10-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and 7.5. So there's 4 and here's 7.5. And now remember, if you have a scoreboard that's opposite mine, so your 1-inch starts over here, all you have to do is hold your paper the opposite way that I'm holding mine. So I scored mine on the blank side. So all you have to do is flip your paper over to your print side and you can follow the same exact scores. I know there have been questions about that before in the past, so I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, this is what we have. And I'm just going to start with this score line and just fold this side over. So this is what's going to be on the front cover. And I did that on purpose because I just love this little rooster. And then this piece we're just going to fold back. So it's going to look like this. And this is going to be the little pull-out page. So this is our front cover. We can just set this aside for now. And we're going to grab our next sheet for our next page. So this one's going to be 12 inches across by 7. And this one is easy. We're just going to hold it here at the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and 8. Where can I put this so you can see? I'm just going to leave it there. So 4 and 8. Okay, so I'm just going to bring back my cover here and flip it to the inside part. But this piece is basically going to be glued right onto this blank panel here. So let's just hold it like that. And then we're going to fold over to the left and then fold this panel back over to the right, just like an accordion fold. So then we're going to get 2 top loading pockets here and here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and glue these pieces together. And I'm going to start with my cover here. So I'm just going to glue 3 edges. And we just want to place that over top, blank side to blank side here. Okay. And then this piece, we're not going to glue down quite yet. We're just going to leave that open. So we're going to set this aside to dry. And we're just going to grab one more sheet for the rest of our journal here. This is another 12 by 7. And I'm going to flip mine over here to the blank side. And at the 12-inch side, we just want to score at 3 3/4, 7 1/2, and 11 1/2. So 3 3/4, 7 1/2, and 11 1/2. We just want that little 1/2-inch tab here. And remember, turn your paper over to the pattern side if your scoreboard is opposite mine. So there's that. And I'm just going to fold over this little 1/2-inch tab. And then the next score line over, we'll fold to the left. And then there's one more score line right here. So we're going to fold that one over to the right. Again, kind of like an accordion fold. So it looks like this, and we're going to be able to pull this out. And then we can bring back our journal here and we can open up this part and just glue the little 1/2-inch tab inside. So pop some glue there, open up the back and just attach it to the inside. Just want to make sure that this is in the correct position. So just make sure it can close up. Okay. And then this part we can now close up to create a top-loading pocket here. And we'll just bring that over top. And as you can see, if you're using single-sided paper like I am, you are going to have some blank spots. So I am going to go ahead and cover those up. But then we'll have these pages. Again, we can just pull this out. If you wanted to, though, you could even just glue this part down and just have this page. You could create another little top loading pocket there, or tuck spot. So that is our little mini journal, and I just love the cover here. So now I'm just going to cover up some of my blank pages, and then we can get on to decorating even further. So for my cover, it usually takes me forever to decorate my cover, but it has this image here in the center, which I love. So for now, I think I may just put a little label up top here. And that way I can title it something when I go to use it. Super simple. For now, I think that's all I'm going to do. I am going to just take my little inserts here from my first journal, even though it's kind of matching in color scheme there, and then my other insert here that wasn't fitting. Let me see if it will fit into this pocket. Okay, for some reason it fits better in that pocket. All right, so that's all set. You know what? I might add some trim to the edge there, just like this one. I feel like that just really brings it all together, especially if you are having a hard time decorating your cover. I think it's just an easy way to add a little something to a journal. This might be too wide. Hold on a minute. I think I will just take some of this trim and I'll just glue some to the side on the front and the back. Because you might have like this kind of look going on, and if that bothers you, well, just cover it up. This is another thing too that I got at the garage sale I went to. I found a bunch of trim. So that's what that looks like, and I'm going to do the back later. I'm just going to now work on the inside a little bit. So for this panel here, if you have single-sided paper, I just grabbed a little scrap strip to cover up this blank side, and that's how I created a side pocket here, of course. So this piece is just 2.5 by 7. So just going to glue 3 edges. And that'll be my little side pocket. So I'll let that dry. And remember, we can kind of just pull that out and it's interactive. And for this blank panel, I'm going to just grab some ledger paper and cover that up there. And that's just 3.5 by 7. And I actually might just glue it at the top. Stick that on. Make sure it can still close. That way you can kind of just lift this up and you could journal underneath too. But there is that. And then over here, so we'll have this and this to cover up. These two panels are 3 3/4 by 7. So let's see. Oh, that's a bit matchy-matchy. Maybe I'll do something like this. And then this piece in the middle is 4 by 7. Or you can just take any leftover scraps and kind of just layer them on top of each other and create some pockets or something like that. So let me just glue these on first. Okay, now over here, I'm just going to glue this piece completely to the background here. And then this extra piece I'll just turn into a pocket. So I'll just glue 3 edges. And that'll cover up all my blank spaces. And then just to save some time here, just you can put tags, journaling cards, little souvenirs or tickets from your trips. And like I said, you could just glue some writing paper down and that can be your journaling space. And these would be great spots for photos too. So maybe I'll do like a little bit of decorating with you guys. I thought maybe I wouldn't because this video is already a bit longer, but if you don't like the decorating, that's okay. You don't have to watch this part, but that's just a little scrap that I had. And I'm going to use some washi tape just to attach that here. You could just put some other little tags or ephemera pieces over on your pocket. Oh, over here, I did my little vellum pocket, my vellum side pocket. So I just had a scrap that was 7 inches tall. and I just used that. It can really be whatever width you want it to be. And I just glued it straight on to the side there. And I just took one of these little sheets from one of my Temu notepads, and I did have to cut it down a little bit, but I just stuck one of those in here. That needs to dry, but I did that. And then over here, I'm going to stick one of these little tag sheets. And these come in handy for quick decorating too. And again, I'm just gonna use some washi tape to attach this here. Well, that's a lot of tags, but that's okay. I also have this little sticker book here. So maybe I'll put this one down in the corner just to decorate it a little bit more. But the paper, isn't it just so pretty as it is? Okay, moving right along. Over here, I put a guest check. So I'm just gluing the top again, and I will place that in the center. We've got writing space here, and in my little pocket, maybe I'll just stick one of these ephemera pieces in there. And I also had these little chipboard cluster pieces. And I might just paper clip this one here. At the bottom. All right. I'm probably just going to stick this little Temu sheet on the other side of my paper clip along with one of these little envelopes. Just a few different things that you could use in the journal as you go. There we have the inside, and that's probably all that I'm going to do to this little journal for now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration. My trim here is kind of shifting as it hasn't dried yet. But leave me a comment down below, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Happy crafting and huge hugs!